We the people have the privilege to choose our president. We the people elected Donald Trump. And we the people have a voice. I decided to ask students around my school what they'd like to see from President-elect Donald Trump within his first 100 days as president. Here's what they had to say.
But we are going to build a wall at the border. We're going to build a wall.
What would I like to see Donald Trump do in his first 100 days?
And in his first 100 days, I would like to see some sort of immigration reform, because I think of all of our nation's issues, that is one of the ones that needs to be taken care of as soon as possible.
I'd like him to take a softer stance on immigration. I don't believe that the 700,000 dreamers that Obama left this country should be deported. They were brought here against their will, and their parents brought them to give them a better life, and it's not their fault that their parents took them into this country. And I think they should be allowed to stay and be able to get a path to citizenship.
I like the idea of a full-blown wall, but I like the idea of a larger structure on our southern border.
What are some things you don't want to see?
I don't want to see a Muslim registry. I don't want to see mass deportation, if that was even possible.
I don't think that we should be building a wall between two countries. I think we should be building bridges.
Ways would you like him to regulate immigration?
Mostly just work with other countries. You don't have to build a wall. Just work with other countries to try to regulate and talk to the people, and just try to help countries that people don't feel that they need to come to the United States. And for him to regulate immigration, but in not as an aggressive way as he was saying. So yeah, that's about it.
I've been watching politicians now for years. All talk, no action, politicians. I've been watching them for years.
I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but I'm just hoping that he becomes more presidential and mature, because we don't have to agree on stances, but I'd just like America to be safe and not have him tweeting and ruining relationships with other countries.
People already dislike him, but it would, be hurtful to his presidency if the people who voted for him started to not like him as well.
Or just stick to what he actually said he was going to do, because I know he's already reverted on some of the things that he said in the past. So if he's really going to do it, then go through with it instead of lying like he did.
I'd like to see him stay true to some of his promises, because after the election it seemed as if he was making more agreements and backing out a little bit, and I think a lot of the people who voted for him voted for exactly what he said.
His campaign and made people feel like he's not their president, and I think now that he's elected, we all need to come together and just come under him, and he needs to make it easy for that to happen. He needs to say things that make the people who he made feel not welcomed in his campaign feel welcome in his new presidency.
What I want to see is different from what I'm expecting to see from him. What I would want to see is a change of heart. I'd want to see him understand that his policies aren't necessarily the best ones to...
I'm a conservative, but I'm a common sense conservative.
I think that his appointments of people like Steve Bannon and Newt Gingrich, they're not the best people. They're racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, all the others.
I'm actually scared for the people that he's chosen, the people that he's chosen so far, and the people that he plans on choosing.
And I'm just worried that we're gonna have racists running this country, hurting people and their freedoms and their liberties. Also having people who want to destroy the environment, the place that we live on this earth. I think it's really worrisome. I thought he would do a much better job actually choosing better people to surround himself with, so that kind of worries me. I think he should select a more liberal Supreme Court justice to fill Scalia's seat, because I think there are issues like gay marriage, affirmative action, and Roe v. Wade that have a lot of protection for people in this country that they deserve. People who love each other should be able to marry whoever they want, and that should not be able to change because of a Supreme Court decision.
I don't want to see a Supreme Court case regarding the outlawing of abortion.
What he's doing is surrounding himself with an oil executive, putting them in the head of the EPA, and that's just completely destructive. And so I think if he appoints a conservative Supreme Court justice, Roe v. Wade could be in danger, gay marriage could be in danger, affirmative action could be in danger, things that help a lot of people in this country. So that's another thing I'm worried about, and I like to see him appoint a liberal, more liberal. It doesn't have to be a liberal, just not a extra conservative Supreme Court justice.
I think people were disappointed with the results of the election. What are some things that we can do to make sure our voices are heard, to make sure these policies that we're talking about will actually happen? Like, we are the people, we elected him, regardless of if we're happy about it or not. Now what can we do?
I think definitely participating in local government. Like, I know so many people who only care about presidential elections and they don't vote in midterm elections, and that can be more important, your representative and your senator and even your state senators and state representatives. And a lot of the stuff we complain about is actually left to the states and it's on the local level. So even if you can't convince Trump to do something, just getting involved with your mayor or your senator, you can convince them to change something, and it might not change the whole country, but it can definitely change your state.
All of us need to come together as a people and either not abide by his rules, or I guess continue to protest and let it be known, let our voices be heard and known that we don't like this, we want this specific way, and what he's doing needs to stop.
We are the voices who elected Donald Trump. We are the voices that have power. Your voice matters, regardless of who you support. Now use your voice to do something.